And yes, we are live! Welcome to our day 2 of Our Story Matters. Of course, we started this kick-off last Sunday pa lang, no? June 18, but right now we're continuing our journey because totoo po yan na napakahalaga ng ating mga storya. May kwento at may kwenta, no? Ang kwento mo. Kaya tamang-tama po that you're joining us right now. Coach JC Libiran here. I look after the InspirePreneur movement, and of course, no, I have also this podcast called the InspirePreneur Podcast. Kaya if you are into personal development, if you're into content creation, or if you are a creative entrepreneur, tamang-tama po that you're joining us. At kung sakali man kayo ay napadaan, hindi aksidente yan. Because our story matters. Napakahalaga ng mga kwento natin. So far, we've already started our conversation on rediscovering our story with Brother Migs Ramirez. And ako, excited po ako para sa ating conversation today because we're gonna talk about writing your story. Yes, there's power when you write your story, and possibly it's not just writing your story. If you want to become a writer or if you want to become a published author, nako, special ang ating special guest today because he'll be sharing his own author's journey at marami siyang librong naisulat na. In fact, right now, hindi lang libro, no? But he's gonna make it a workshop so that he can actually teach people, no, into what he's doing as well. So talagang, nako, as early as now, I want to encourage you to join us in this conversation. Type in the chat, where are you from? That also includes tag your friends, share this Facebook Live. And yes, no, join us in the conversation kasi hindi lang naman kami ng ating special guest, no, with Coach Edwin Marcelo na mag-usap pero kasama po namin kayo sa usapan. So, parang imagine niyo na tayo ay nagkakape, nagtiti, o kaya, 'di ba, parang having a merienda, kwentuhan lang, no? Because I believe that we all value our story. And tamang-tama, as early as now, I want to share with you ito ang ating question for today. If you will write the story of your life, what will be its title? And what will it be about? What will be your one big message? O, yan palang kagad. Bonus na yan. Kasi, di ba? Lahat tayo may mga kwento eh. At syempre, iba-iba yan. No? Kung kayo ay into K-drama, kung kayo ay into mga iba't ibang series, no, online, sa mga mga parang net streaming platforms, di ba? Parang isipin mo, you are so into the story. Pero how about kung ikaw naman ang magiging scriptwriter? Ikaw ang magsusulat ng sarili mong kwenta. No? Kwento. Kasi may kwenta ang kwento mo. Alright? So, looking forward po na mabasa natin yung mga comments na yan. Let's encourage each other. Let's create this positive support for each other. And yes, no, that also includes salamat, no? Because if you are blessed by this conversation, definitely you'll also be blessed by the conversation that we're gonna have together. At kahit na matapos yung episode na to, nako, there's so much in store for us. Alright? Once again, welcome po para sa ating, Our Story Matters. Coach JC Libiran here, welcoming you. Tag your friends and share this Facebook Live. Salamat po. Have you been hiding all your life, feeling you're a complete mess? I can relate much because once my life was meaningless and I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of. I'm no longer afraid to hide in the shadows of my yesterday. With God's grace, I was able to break free and find my path to healing and purpose. Jump into the best version of yourself because you deserve all the best in life. It is my joy to see the best and bring out the best in people. And this is not just about success, but this is about significance, adding value in the lives of people through books, events, support, and talks. Mabuhay! I'm Coach JC Libiran and I help people to come alive again. Like me, your mess can become your message. Friend, allow me to coach you to grow and come alive once again. So yes, Coach JC Libiran. I wear a lot of hats, but for today, I'll be your host. And hopefully, this conversation would add value in your journey right now, most especially as we give importance to Our Story Matters. So if you want to connect with me, meron kayong opportunity for us to collaborate. No? Feel free to connect with me at zaap.bio/Coach JC. And hopefully po, I get to hear from you as well. Kahit dyan sa mga comments niyo. Alright? So, eto, before we bring in our special guest, no, letting you know that this will be a week-long celebration of our stories. Kasi tamang-tama, from rediscovering our stories, today we'll be discussing our opportunity to write our stories, no, but so much ahead because we'll have other special guests, no, they'll be sharing on speaking or sharing our stories, kasama dyan yung monetizing our stories, no, how can you earn from it as well, and that also includes living your story to the fullest, o diba, talagang so much in store. Kaya muli, maraming salamat as you tag your friends and share this Facebook Live. And letting you know, by the way, that yes, no, we will culminate ang ating pong week-long discussion, conversation sa ating pong webinar this coming June 24. No? That will be a Saturday. Dito po ang QR code that we're showing to you as well. It's available as well on the screen. Take a screenshot of it so that you can register and hopefully po you can come and join, no? At least tamang-tama lang yan para mas magkaroon tayo ng deep dive. It's a masterclass actually about our story matters. Alright, ready na ako. Excited na ba kayo? I'm really excited. So type in the chat if you're ready. Kasi itong ating special guest today, I've known him, no, as a very amazing person behind the scenes, no? Pero actually, iba ang galaw sa kanya ni Lord ngayon. Most especially with all the things that He has done. Not just in the ministry, but now as He writes stories, no? Hindi lang story niya, pero stories that will really inspire and bless others, no? So, ayoko nang patagalin pa as I have this conversation, Our Story Matters, on the power of writing our stories. Our special guest today is a meta coach, NLP master practitioner, best-selling, actually award-winning author, and of course, no, most of all, a God servant, a God's writer. Let's bring, our special guest, Coach Edwin. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Wow. Thank you, Coach Edwin, for saying yes to be part of this.
Ay, maraming salamat for inviting me. Talagang it's an honor to be invited in this platform.
Yes, and again, no, just like what I was saying during the introduction, talagang we've been serving together, letting you know po, both of us, ni Coach Edwin serves at the feast, no? It's a prayer event by the Light of Jesus family. And si Coach Edwin po ay talagang behind the scenes, no? When I say behind the scenes, hindi siya laging nasa stage, pero tatahi-tahimik, pero grabe yung blessing ni Lord sa iyo, Coach Edwin.
Thank you. Iba rin si Lord eh. Alam mo yun, gusto mo magtago pero siya yung tutulak sa iyo. Hindi, labas ka dyan.
Kaya yan, sa mga nagtatago dyan, hindi kayo tatantanan ni Lord, no? Kaya saktong-sakto. Ito, ang una kong tanong, Coach Edwin, since we're talking about our story matters, for you, why do our story matters? Ba't mahalaga ba ang kwento natin? Ba't mahalaga ang storya natin?
Isa sa mga natutunan ko rin to kay Brother Bo, no? Kasi he's very influential. Kumbaga, he's primarily the reason why I became an author. One of the things he shared to me na narinig ko sa kanya, our story matters to other people because they relate. Whenever you tell a story, laging nakaka-relate ang tao. I don't know kung napapansin mo to, Brother JC, Coach JC, kung napapansin mo to, pagka nagbibigay ka ng talk, siyempre doon, pag nagbibigay ka ng talk, dami mo mga facts and information na binibigay sa mga tao, no? Pero pagka nag-umpisa ka mag-insert ng story, people suddenly will listen to you.
Yes.
Inaabangan nila yung story. What's going on with this story? Parang, di ba? Ano yan eh, parang because they relate to it. I don't know kung tama itong analogy ko, Coach JC, pero bear with me a little here. Kasi kung napapansin mo, ikaw, kung kunyari maglalakad ka sa isang mall or any place, pag kami nadaanan kang salamin, ano una-una mong ginagawa?
Titignan ko yung sarili ko.
Exactly. Diba? Normally, pag nakita mo yung sarili mo, hindi ka look away. Lalo kang titingin, di ba? Kasi una-una, maganda yung nakikita mo. Totoo yan eh. Parang, you like what you are seeing. You see, people, we are all similar. I don't know if sa NLP meron tayong tinatawag na mirroring, di ba? So,
Speaking of
ito
that,
lang,
no? I
meron kasi,
introduce you. You are a meta coach. Tapos ano ba yung NLP? Baka yung iba hindi familiar doon, Coach Edwin.
sige, just briefly, mahaba, hindi kakasya yung ating meta coach is if you've heard of life coach, we're
Yes.
something similar. Okay? So meta
Mm.
coach is iba lang yung kumbaga iba yung style. Yeah. Yeah,
Ayan.
that's the most basic ko pwedeng Pero mahaba so hindi ko talaga may explain
Ibang
ngayon.
ibang ano yon, ibang conversation yon.
Ibang conversation.
Next time, next time.
NLP naman is also part of the coaching industry. It's a tool that we use to help people overcome a lot of their traumas or bad habits. Mga ganyan. It's a communication tool. So kaya
Yes,
nga doon,
yes.
NLP ginagamit is sa sales process. So when you are trying to
Wow.
convince a client na ang isa kasing ang isa kasing kalimitan na encounter ng mga salespeople is how do you connect with your client? So you use
Yeah,
NLP
yeah.
So
Eh,
hindi natin pag-uusapan ngayon
tama,
yan.
tama. By the way,
Yan?
NLP means Neuro-Linguistic Programming.
Neuro-linguistic programming.
Don't worry, pwede nyo pong i-google. But feel
Uh,
free as well to connect with us ni Coach Edwin to guide you on that. Pero balik
right.
tayo, Coach Edwin. I'm
Oo.
sure, konektado rin kasi yan eh.
Yes.
As you use meta-coaching or you use itong NLP into writing stories, no?
Yes.
You were saying about how important it is. So sabi mo mirror. Sige nga, Coach Edwin.
Yes, mirror, no? Mirroring. Kasi important yan sa mga you're trying to connect with another person. So pag etong pinaka-basic, when you as a coach or a practitioner, when I try to communicate with somebody, gusto ko mahuli yung loob niya sa akin. As an NLP practitioner, gagawin ko meron tinatawag na yung mirroring.
Ayan,
Okay.
ayan.
So hindi mimicking iba yung mimicking kasi mimicking
Ginagaya.
madaling mahuli.
Okay.
Mahuli. So mirroring is something like you're doing whatever your client is doing. So for example, nakaupo kayo kunyari kayo, yung client mo nakaganon. So yung ikaw pwede mong gayahin.
Yes, yes.
Tapos kunyari naka-cross yung legs niya. So, yun, di mo naman pinapansin yun eh. So, pwede mong gayahin, naka-cross din yung legs mo. So, nasa ilalim naman yun, hindi nakikita eh. Pero, isilip mo lang na parang, naka-cross legs. Pwedeng hindi mo gayahin na exactly kung ano yung ginagawa niya. Pwede, kunyari, nakaganon siya. Ikaw naman nakaganon.
Pwede,
Parang,
not necessarily. Tama.
The idea there is you are communicating to the subconscious of the other person na, uy, pareho tayo.
Yes,
pareho
yes.
tayo, you like what you see. Just like when you are in front of a mirror, you like
Ayan.
what you see. So, kaya yung ibang tao nahuhulog ang loob sa mga taong they know how to communicate in this way, na napapalagay yung loob nila kasi nakikita nila, uy, pareho kami.
Yes, yes.
So that's why your story matters because technically speaking, lahat ng nangyayari sa buhay natin, pare-pareho. Lahat tayo kumakain, lahat tayo humihinga, lahat tayo naliligo, nagtututbrush, lahat tayo nagkakamali, lahat tayo gumagawa ng tama, lahat tayo gumagawa ng misa kalokohan, konti kalokohan.
Yeah.
Lahat. Everybody, we try to earn money, we try to spend money, we try to what? Lahat ng ginagawa natin is pare-pareho.
So we are all connected in stories.
Yes, so we have similar stories. Ito maganda kasi when you tell your story to another person, makikita niya, uy, parang parang ako din.
Yes,
diba?
tama.
Parang ako din. Tapos nag-ano siya, may mga challenges siya. Ako, ang dami ko rin challenges. Di ba ganun usually?
Yes. Nakaka-relate ka, relate much.
Yes, nakaka-relate ka. Pagka nangyayari, ang maganda doon kasi when yung story mo, when you tell your story na nakaka-relate sila, then sabihin mo sa kanila, ito yung nangyari sa akin. Merong resolution. Ibig sabihin, hindi natapos sa sad story. Di ba? Hindi siya natapos. Because all of us, we all want happy ending. Always, kahit na sinong tao, wala akong kilalang gusto niya
sad.
Di ba, pagka nakakapanood ka ng mga movies na merong sad ending, Di ba, alam mo yung umuwi ka ng pangit naman, no?
Yeah,
Di ba?
yeah.
Eh, ganun.
Inapektuhan yung feelings mo eh.
Oo, oo, parang
Tama.
inaasahan ko magkakaayusan sila, biglang hindi pala. Parang ano,
Oo nga, pati ikaw affected ka, umuwi ka
di ba?
na parang may kulang, no?
Di
Sa
ba? Eh,
storya.
movie lang naman yun. Di ba? Pero
Tama.
apektado ka. Kasi ganun eh, tayo, we relate to stories, we relate to what happens to other people, and we always want a happy ending. That is
Yes,
why when you
yes.
tell your story, nagkaganito ako, nagkaroon ako ng issue, health issue, nagkaroon ako utang, nalulubog ako sa utang. Pero ganitong ginawa ng Panginoon sa akin. Eh. So,
Yes,
mo,
yes.
anong ginawa niya? Anong ginawa niya? O, nakahanap pala siya ng trabaho, nakahanap pala siya ng donor. Alam mo yun, parang,
May
and
pagbangon.
then, oo, and then when people hear that, alam mo yun, parang, oo nga, parang dapat mangyari din sa akin yun or merong
Yeah, yeah.
pag-asa yun. That is
Yeah.
why our story matters because yun nga, it's very similar to what is happening with other people.
Tama.
Hindi man tayo pare-pareho talaga yung kung titignan mo siya, dyan nakatira sa barong-barong, ito nakatira sa five-star
Mm.
subdivision. Pero we still have similar stories eh.
And
Diba?
speaking of story, ito na ang tanong ko. Of
Mm.
course, no, you've written books, no, from a person behind the stage, and
Yeah.
now, no, you've also been awarded, no, sa iyong libro. Ano ba ang storya ng isang Coach Edwin? Paano ka napunta sa writing? Paano ka naging author?
Yeah.
So maybe, of course, no, given the opportunity, long version yan. Pero ano yung shorter version nito?
Okay, the shorter version of my journey as an author. Alam mo naman, bro, na I've been working with Brother Bo for the last 15 years. Diba?
Yes.
Nandun tayo from the start eh. So, alam mo, pagka ikaw na lagi mo kasama isang banal na tao, imposibleng hindi ka maahawa. Diba?
Yes.
Eh siya isang manunulat. So, alam mo yon, imposibleng hindi ako mahahawa.
Hmm.
Bumibiyahe kami ni Bo, minsan magkasama kami bumiyahe. Magkatabi kami sa eroplano, siya nagsusulat. Hindi
Wow.
nakikipagkwentuhan. Nagsusulat siya. So ano alam mo yun, katabi ko, nakikita ko yung sinusulat niya. Sabi ko, wow, talagang lahat ng ginagawa niya, parang puro sulat. Nakakita na nga ako minsan eh, isang buong page na yung nasusulat niya, biglang binura lahat. Alam mo yun? Select all, tapos delete. Sabi ko, ha? Ang haba na ng sinulat niya, tapos binura niya lang yan. Parang,
Yeah.
anyway, that's how he
Coach
is.
Edwin, we want
Oh,
to let people know as well, just in case lang, no? Baka lang,
oh,
hindi
oh,
familiar kay Brother Bo, he's a best-selling author, he's an international speaker and preacher, and
yeah.
he's the founder of the Life of Jesus Family, yun nga, The Feast, no?
Oh,
So, talagang he has written a lot of books and isa po sa mga na-influensyahan at ayan, na-inspired na maging God's writer ay si Coach Edwin. So, paano nga yun, no? From ikaw ay behind the scenes, nakikita mo si Brother Bo writing, paano ka napunta doon sa, eto na, I'm gonna be a writer?
ito, one day, in my journey to become a coach din, kasi I wanted to
Mm.
become a coach. Meron ako isang kaibigan, isa ring meta coach, sumalangit na hawa ang kanyang kaluluwa kasi tinawag na siya ni Lord. Anyway, nung buhay pa siya, nagpa-coach ako sa kanya and sabi ko nga, parang, I think I want to find out anong gusto sa akin mangyari ni Lord. Ang gusto
Mm.
kong mangyari sa buhay ko, yun yung ano. So
Yes, yes.
he coached me. In less than 1 hour, doon na lumitaw yung na kailangan ko magsulat. Now, hindi ko na ibibigay ko ano yung detalye. Basta doon,
Mm.
from that coaching session, bigla akong narinig na yung tawag ni Lord na, okay, magsulat ka. Then I started writing. No? So that's the time I started writing. Now, the first manuscript I written
Mm.
got rejected.
Oh.
So kasi, ano yan, if you become a writer, you become an author, meron yan. Imposibleng wala. Dapat meron yan. Dapat ma-experience mo yan. Rejection. So
Mm.
I got rejected. Pero,
Yes.
hindi ako tumigil. Sige, I continue to write. My second manuscript na talagang milagro kung paano siya na what do you call this, na publish.
Mm.
Finally, nung natapos ko siya, nakahanap ako ng publisher na magpa-publish ng ano. And today, that book actually, bro, already went into 6 printing. So,
Wow.
nasa 9,000 na yung kanyang na dispose.
Hmm.
And it continues to bless other people. So, kaya,
Wow. So, you started with one. Of course, you started by being rejected, but hindi ka tumigil. And then fast forward to today. How many books now, Coach Edwin?
it's already mga 9 na sila, no?
Grabe.
Apat dyan, yan. Apat dyan, makikita nyo yung Dream Chaser, Finding Your Peace with God, Champions Arise, yan yung nanalo ng Cardinals in Catholic Book Award.
Woo!
Last 2020 pa yan, no? Tsaka yung bago ngayon is yung Miracle of Gratitude. Yan yung mga physical books.
Yes.
Physical books yan. So the others that makikita mo yan, merong How to Make Your Dreams Come True, Blessing Unlimited, How to Be Happy. These are all e-books na you can actually get it from my website. I'm soon going to bring it sa siguro baka Lazada or Lazada and Shopee. So para
Yes.
madaling ma-access. And there are two plans of I'm planning to launch 2 new books. Yan, ito yung God's Writer and yung How to Be the 9 to 5 Millionaire. Ito kasi kaya gusto ko ilabas to pareho. Sabay ito medyo nasa puso. Medyo may burden ako. Alam mo yun, burden pa. Parang meron something that disturbs my heart.
Yes.
Because I want to be able to help people, especially those who are people they would have problems with managing their finances. Parang they're always in the rat race, yung mga ganun ba. So gusto nila yumaman pero hindi nila kayang yumaman. Parang actually this system si Bodhi na nagturo. Si Bodhi nagturo. Alam mo yun, parang and it's possible. I've known a number of my colleagues back then doon nung tatrabaho ko kay Winbo na-achieve na nila tong goal na to. They already have more than 1 million in their portfolio. So,
wow.
Pwede yan. Possible. And sinasabi ko sa'yo, oo, nangyari na nga sa akin. Oo, tama. Medyo, dinivulge ko na ng konti. Oo, I can consider myself a millionaire.
Yes.
Kasi totoo, kaya naman. And then, ito nga isang book, God's Writer, naging burden ko to because people need to hear your story. People need to hear other story. Parang you need to tell them about it because people are hungry for God, whether they know it or not. They need God more than ever. Lalo na ngayon kung anong dinadaanan ng mundo ngayon.
Yes.
Talagang kailangan natin si Lord. And there should be more writers out there.
Amazing. Coach Edwin, on that note, we're about to take a breather, pero ang ganda ng sabi mo na talagang kailangan ng mundo ngayon na magkaroon ng mas maraming writer, authors, to give hope, inspire, just like what you're doing right now. And yan ang exciting na pag-usapan natin when we get back from this quick break. We'll discuss about, sige na, Coach Edwin, na-inspire mo na ako. How can I be a writer? How can I write my story? And definitely, Coach Edwin will share kung ano yung mga steps rin that he took, I'm sure may mga nakuha na kayo doon sa sharing niya early on, pero marami pang ibabagsak si Coach Edwin para sa atin. Kaya, tamang-tama, Coach Edwin. Salamat. We'll do a breather. Everybody take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Ito muna ang quick video natin as you download the all-new Feast app.
Finally, the all-new Feast mobile app is here. Reflect daily with prayer devotionals. Watch the Feast series talks. Get to know our Catholic faith more with prayers and devotions. Pray on your own. Pray with a whole family. Pray with a Feast community. Be equipped in your service with our discipleship resources. Read and find wisdom for different aspects of your life with our growth plans. Journal your thoughts and prayers and write your dreams. Let the Feast app be your spiritual companion, your daily motivation, and your safe space. Download the Feast app today.
Feed your faith.
Alright, nagbabalik pa rin po tayo. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Our Story Matters, and ang ating conversation with Coach Edwin Marcelo ay on the power of writing our stories. And saktong-sakto, no, as the people join in the conversation, ang question natin, no, is this, no, let me share it again. If you will write the story of your life, what will be its title? And what will it be about, no? What will be your one big message? And of course, no, Coach Edwin has been sharing with us, no, yung kanyang journey, shorter version man, pero at least, no, sana po na-inspire kayo. And gustong-gusto ko yung sinabi mo, Coach Edwin, na talagang kailangan natin. We are in need of new writers and authors. Kaya speaking of that, no, pag-uusapan natin, no, yung ano ba yung mga steps, no? Ano ba yung mga dapat gawin? Saktong-sakto, Coach Edwin, kasi I know that you're not just a writer now, an author, published author of 9 books, no? But that also includes, no? Ayan, you also got an award. Congratulations, no? Special citation, youth category, ang Champions Arise, o, diba? Ang Cardinal Sin Catholic Book Awards, and from this, no, things that happening in your life, in your ministry, nagiging blessing ka. Ito pa, you are also having this upcoming workshop, no? Ayan, God's Writers. Feel free to share what to expect about this, Coach Edwin.
Naalala ko lang, no, kasi a number of people were asking me, no, parang, ano ba ang pinagkaiba nito sa sa ibang workshop na,
Yes.
because of my experience. By the way, this is gonna be the first one na live. Kasi nag-umpisa ako before na online. So meron na ako ilang mga naging estudyante online. And one of the things I noticed with these people, yung mga nakapag-attend na, the reason why they are not able to write, maraming dahilan. Maraming dahilan. Sari-sari. Lahat ng dahilan. Actually, yung dahilan nila, naging dahilan ko rin eh. Feeling ko hindi ako smart enough, hindi ako marunong, hindi ako magaling sa English, hindi ako magaling mag-compose, yung mga ganyan. Hindi ako mayaman, so kulang ako ng pera, tapos ang alam ko lang cute ako, yung mga ganung klase. So, pero the thing is, all of these reasons, they're all excuses. Kasi nga nabanggit ko nga sa iyo kanina, parang 'di ba? Pagka gusto, may paraan, pero pagka
maraming dahilan.
Maraming dahilan. So, and I'm not accusing yung mga kasi ganun yung programming nila eh, 'di ba? Kunyari kung wala akong pera, hindi ko alam kung saan ako kukuha talaga ng pera. Kung nakasarado ka na doon sa thought na 'yon na wala kang pera, wala ka 'di ba? Parang wala, stop na yung mundo mo.
Yes.
Pero if you ask the question, may makukuhanan ba ako? Saan ko pwedeng kunin yan?
Yes.
When you start to ask questions like those, hindi siya yung questions na hindi pwedeng sagutin. Magkakaroon ng sagot yan. So, ano yung, magkano yung kailangan ko? Ito yung kailangan ko. Saan ko makukuha yan? O, di ba? When you ask those questions, eventually, lilitaw yan eh. You don't need to ask that to somebody. You ask that to yourself. Okay?
Yes.
Where do I get this? How will I produce this? And magugulat ka. Kasi dumadating ang sagot. Pag talagang inaantay mo, pagka naandun ka, nasa prayerful mode ka, na ganyan, Lord, saan ko kukunin to? When you, alam mo yun, minsan, actually, kawiwait mo, meron na palang yung bumabagayway na
Actually, yeah. May opportunities talaga, resources that will come. I believe just like what we're doing now, Coach Edwin, ito conversation natin, meron mga talagang somewhere out there, they want to become a writer, they want to become an author, or they just want to write their story. Parang, di ba, yung into memoir sila, autobiography, ganyan. Saktong-sakto kasi ito conversation natin, they'll be able to catch it, no? And possibly, if you know of some people, you can also tag them along, share this Facebook Live, And as they catch this conversation, it will spark an inspiration, 'di ba? Maya-maya konti may hawak ka ng papel, tsaka may pansulat ka na. Or if you are into digital, di magta-type ka ganyan. So, Coach Edwin, definitely etong ating conversation hindi to sapat to cover etong mga didiscuss mo. Kaya saktong-sakto that you're doing a book writing intensive this August, no? Feel free no to share with them how can they become part of this.
Okay, so it's very simple. You only need to email me, send me your email so I can send you the details. Kasi yung iba maraming tatanong sa akin bigla, magkano? Kaya
Yeah, yeah.
yun unang tinatanong. Kaso kasi pagka alam ko na pagka narinig nila yung presyo, wala na 'Di ba? Hindi na sila makikinig nung value nung
Yeah. Just get information muna. Tama. So ito po ang email ni Coach Edwin, mccoachedwin@gmail.com, and we're also showing here ang FB page po ni Coach Edwin, Edwin J. Marcelo. Just get details, no? And definitely from there, sabi nga ni Coach Edwin, may opportunity para sa atin to take the next steps, no? You don't have to see the whole thing or the whole staircase, you just have to take the next step. Coach Edwin, excited akong balikan yung conversation natin. Sige, everybody take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Whew! Napakagandang author's journey and also giving importance, no? Yung gaanong kahalaga yung story natin, most especially from you, behind the scenes, you got inspired by Brother Bo Sanchez, an amazing author himself of many books, and then now, here comes Coach Edwin as well with many books and coming up with workshops, may mga awards, and now thinking of how can I inspire other writers and authors. So, ang tanong ko sa inyo, Coach Edwin, how can we write our story, ang stories natin? Can you share simple steps to get us started? Kasi possibly, talagang marami hindi pa nagsisimula in
Yes.
writing their stories. Go ahead.
The simplest the simplest way to start is to start. yun lang yun. Yun lang yun. Actually, ito I hate to burst your bubble. Book writing is not rocket science. It's not something that you need a degree to be able to write, to produce a book. It's not something that kailangan meron ka pang master's degree, meron ka or years in school. Hindi po. Actually, I'm not even a college graduate. I'm just a high school graduate. Meron ako mga special schooling
Yes.
I studied computer studies, yung ganyan, pero it's not really a college degree. Computer yun hindi wala nga kinalaman sa akin. It only made me knowledgeable how to use the computer. That's the most that pero hindi, ang kagandahan din doon, kaya ako natutong magturo kasi nagturo din ako na when I graduated in that course. Pero yun nga, how do you start to write? Just start writing. Kasi ganito, minsan yung iba, ang problema nila, hindi nila ma-organize yung thoughts nila, kung hindi mo ma-organize yung thoughts mo, then start with the disorganized thought. So kung ano yung laman ng utak mo, sige, i-type mo na diyan. Mo na. Tsaka mo na ayusin kung kailangan ayusin. Actually,
so Coach Edwin, as in, I'm gonna get a clean paper and then ballpen, pencil, whatever, basta pansulat. Kung ano yung mga naisip ko.
Pwede yun, oo. Or kung kunyari, kung ayaw mo nga magsulat ng literally, mag-type ka sa laptop.
Yeah.
Kung wala kang laptop, meron ka naman sigurong telepono, meron ka naman medyo matyaga.
Yeah.
Or may iPad ka, yung mga ganon. So pwede naman yung mga anything that you can write a story.
Yes.
Kung hindi organize yung thoughts mo, then start writing whatever comes to your mind. Kasi
bigla kong naisip, Coach Edwin, ang gandang component niyan kasi, di ba, we talk about also mental health, no? How we take care of ourselves. It actually helps us breathe yung headspace. Di ba, kapag tinanggal mo, sige.
There is psychological benefit when you write.
Wow.
So, katulad yan, lalo na kunyari, nagkaroon ka ng trauma, di ba?
Yeah.
When you start writing that story, ito yung isipin mo, when you start to write that story, you are now writing that story from another perspective. Ibig sabihin, sinasabi mo, para ka nanonood ng TV ngayon.
Hmm.
Diba? Yung story nakikita mo na sa TV. Parang gano'n eh. Wala ka
Yes.
na, nakadetach ka na, andun ka na, nanonood ka na. So, the intensity is medyo nabawasan. Kasi
Yeah.
inaano mo na eh, sinusulat mo na. So,
Yes,
that's
yes.
one psychological benefit. Of course, one benefit also is it helps you clears your mind.
Yes, yes.
Not only that,
Dami yan. Daming
oh,
iniisip eh.
when you write, it also helps you to think. Kasi katulad niya, pagka yung, I don't know kung ito nangyayari sa'yo, minsan bro, kunyari, minsan wala kang ginagawa. Wala kang ginagawa na, ano, di ba, I don't know kung alam mo yung story ni Mark Gungor about the nothing box. No? Ang mga lalaki
Sige
daw,
nga.
kasi meron tayong ganyan, mga nothing box. So, para bang to cope up with our stress, ang tayo, mga lalaki, mas gustuhin natin na maupo lang sa isang ano, tas wala tayong iniisip. Yung para tayong nasa vegetative state. Wala tayong iniisip, nakagano lang tayo. Parang, kasi yun tayo eh, yung we wanted to clear our minds.
Pwede ba ang term doon tumunganga?
Actually, yun na yun. Yun na yun. Tutunganga ka, parang hindi ka nag-iisip. Pero minsan, kasi pag nag-iisip, yung pagkagano, nakatunganga ka, hindi mo ma-control. Minsan may naiisip ka o nangyari.
Yeah.
O nangyari. So, naglalaro ulit yung mind mo.
Yes,
Pagka
yes.
na nangyayari, so kung ano-ano na yung maiisip mo. Now, when you are writing, it helps you to think. Kasi nakafocus ka ngayon doon sa kung ano yung gusto mong sabihin. If it is a
Yeah.
story, let's say, kung yung story mo about, kunyari lang, no, ano lang to, example lang to, kunyari, gusto mo magturo ng cooking. No? Dahil sa pagluluto, naka-experience ka ng God moment. Ayun ang gusto mong ituro. So, yung, alam mo, pag nagsusulat ka, yun yung iniisip mo, ano yung nangyari noon? Yeah. So, those are the things that fills your mind.
So, Coach Edwin, pwedeng the day-to-day living.
Yes.
So, para bang journal, pwedeng journal writing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Kasi ganito eh. Meron nga actually, merong mga programs ako nakikita sa internet, mga ganyan. People, they just, sige, kwento mo lang. Lahat na nangyayari sa'yo, kwento mo lang. And alam mo yon, parang the idea there is basically to unclog what's, and ito pa nakakatawa. When you start that exercise, sometimes you get to uncover or ano ba yun, nakakahukay ka ng mga stories na nangyari sa buhay mo na nakalimutan mo na. And meron doon, kaya minsan iba, ako minsan nagtatype ako, minsan makahuli mo ako, bigla ako napapangiti. Kasi may bigla ako naalala na magandang memory. Ay ko. Pero meron din naman ako naalala na bad memory. So,
yes.
pero yun nga, kasi ang nakakatuwa doon, dahil bad memory siya, hindi ko siya nakita na naandun ako. Nakita ko siya from a distance.
Another perspective.
So, when you see yung mga ganong klaseng moments, nadi-disengage ka na kagad doon sa experience. Hindi na ikaw yung naando sa experience na yun. You're watching it from another And pagka ganon, disassociated ka, hindi ka na affected. Kaya nga yung iba pagka minsan, di ba, nakakaisip ng bad memories. Yung iba sobrang naapektuhan kasi naalala nila. Masyado pa silang connected doon eh, naalala nila. Pero merong iba, di ba, pagka naalala nila, tinatawanan na lang. Kasi wala na eh, di ba? Nakikita na lang nila.
So merong healing component rin, no? When you write.
Yes, meron yun. That's for the writer. That's for the writer. So,
Coach Edwin, bigla naisip ko lang tuloy, no? When I look back, naalala ko dati, mukhang may mali akong ginawa sa klase, kaya pinasulat ako ng teacher. No, I will do my assignment. And, paulit. Kaya hindi ko makalimutan, no? I feel like naman natuto na ako. So, kailangan patawarin ko rin ang aking sarili, no? From, yung mga burdens in the past.
Nangyari din sa akin yan, nung elementary pa ata ako noon. I will bring my, workbook or notebook every day.
It's good that we're discussing this na, again, no? Yung parang practical part, the parts wherein it will really benefit us. Pero, of course, there are some people talaga. Sige nga, Coach Edwin, paano naman pag gusto ko talaga magsulat? I want to be a published author. Maybe you can give tips kasi most especially in your case, no, na nakapag-publish kayo ng hindi lang isa, no? Yung isa nga lang accomplishment na eh. How much
Oo.
more ito? 9 and counting.
Mm.
So ano ang gagawin ko? Ambawa, Coach Edwin, sige, may mga sinulat na ako, iba-iba, pero hindi pa organize. Anong
Mm.
gagawin ko next?
Of course, kasi kung kunyari, if you need more knowledge about how to write a book or how to organize your book, ito yung pinaka-basic, YouTube.
Ah,
YouTube. Kasi ang daming material sa
online, mga resources, tama.
libre pa, 'di ba?
Yes,
Libre pa
yes.
kasi makikita mo you cannot find siguro a one-stop shop na video na lahat na doon. Sometimes you might need to watch more than one video to
Yeah.
be able to get ano yung mga ideas. No? Kasi
Yes, yes.
ako nangyari, nung nagsulat ako, I didn't mind my grammar, I didn't mind kung paano naka-organize siya. No? Kasi the editor, my friend editor,
Yes, tama.
wag mo intindihin yon, kami na munang bahala doon. Dahil merong publisher. Yun yung sinasabi na
Yes.
Ngayon, kung wala kang publisher, then you might need to learn this by yourself. So yan,
Mm.
YouTube ang
Mm.
pinaka
Tama.
So, and learn about how to organize yung stuff, ganyan. So,
Yes.
dapat, of course, kailangan meron ka din mga network of, kumbaga,
That's right.
friends who will help you out na hindi ka kailangan mag-shell out ng pera. Parang favor na lang. Sabi mo, pwede mo bang check to kung sa tingin mo ba may sasabihin to? Meron bang
Yeah, you can get parang feedback,
feedback?
ideas.
Oo, kasi
Tama.
yun. Kasi isip pa, pag di mo sinanay yung sarili mo sa ganun, pwede ka masanay sa rejection. Di ba? Kasi
Yeah.
kunyari, pagka meron ka mga kaibigan na mabait sa'yo, ayan, ay, ano to, hindi ko naintindihan yung sinasabi mo dito. Or ano,
Tama.
parang ito malabo to, hindi, parang ito, it doesn't reflect your personality. Parang mga ganon. Meron mga ganon eh.
Yes. Parang
So,
ito yung papasok yung iron sharpens the iron. Kailangan meron kang
yes.
kabatuhan ng ideas.
Oo.
Friends, no? Safe or people that you look up to. And possibly doon nga nagmumula, Coach Edwin, yung mga blurbs ang tawag nila, yung mga testimonials
Yes.
na
Oo,
after
right.
reading this book, this is what I got from it,
Oo.
something like that.
Yes.
Ako ang isang pinakamagandang sinabi mo, and most especially, again, either you're starting or you're really aspiring to become a writer or an author, maganda sabi ni Coach Edwin that you need to surround yourself with people who are into that as well. So, sali ka ng book club,
Yes.
be exposed in mga book fairs, no? Get to
Sa
meet
Facebook,
other
ang daming group
authors.
na ganyan. Sa Facebook,
Ayan.
daming group na ganyan. Yung mga pwede mo sumali na writers org,
Yes, yes.
authors parang community, yung mga ganyan.
Yes. Kasi
Ah,
kapag talagang you are with them, talagang mapo-force ka na pag-usapan yung mga bagay-bagay. And you can actually, yun na nga, test your ideas, your
Yes.
message as well to them.
Usually
Ah,
sa mga ganong groups, pwede kayo magbatuhan ng ideas. Di ba?
Yeah,
Parang,
yeah.
actually, isa doon sa mga sinalihan ko, yung mga pagka nagbato ka ng ideas, ang daming magre-react. Dami.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. Yung mga ganyan. Although, meron naman iba, no, that's perfect. That's ganyan. Alam mo yun, parang pag binasa mo yung mga nila, mga comments nila, maraming ako mapupulot kahit negative.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun actually. It's fun to learn that minsan may makita ka pa. Ba't galit ng tao to? Siguro may issue to sa
Nati-trigger, no?
no, meron to issue sa buhay.
Wow.
Hindi mo
Coach
naman
Edwin, I love itong ating conversation. But of course, no, lahat naman ng magandang usapan ay talagang kailangan mabitin din, no? Looking
Oo
forward
nga.
tayo, no, to continue the conversation. Pero siguro as we wrap up and bring this home, um, maybe share with us, ano sa tingin mo yung mga naging blessing of you saying yes to become a writer and author, or yun na nga, God's writer, and encourage people who are out there na baka merong libro na nasa puso nila tas talagang pangarap nilang ilabas.
Mm.
Ano ang blessing sa'yo at ano yung mga, ayan nga, parang encouragement mo to aspiring authors or writers out there?
Well, ito briefly lang, no. Briefly lang na I told you kanina nung nangyari yung pandemic, when the lockdown started, I experienced hell. hell because una, ang dami nangyari sa akin. Nawalan ako ng business, nawalan ako ng trabaho, nagkaroon ako ng kaso sa BIR, nagkaroon ako ng utang na more than 1 million na hindi ko alam kung saan ang galing. Kaliwat kanan, mga kaibigan ko, mga kamag-anak ko namamatay. And umabot sa punto, pati isa kong kapatid namatay sa liver cancer. 78 days apart sila ng mami ko. Mami ko namatay ng COVID. And alam mo lahat doon, it's all a recipe for depression. Depression talaga. Papunta na ako doon talaga sa akin. But God is good. Kumbaga, what happens next was I was able to come up. Hindi ko na maalala yung book eh. I was able to pick up a book. And doon ko narinig yung tawag ni Lord sa akin. Magsulat ka ulit. Magsulat ka ulit. Kaya nakita mo, yan, meron ako How to Be Happy. Ano yan? During the pandemic ko nasulat yan. Yung How to Be Happy na yan. Yung Blessings Unlimited, sumunod din yan. Yung isang How to Make Your Dreams Come True, medyo nauna pa yan ng konti eh. Pero that's the thing. I was able to hear God's voice during the time na talagang halos magunaw ang mundo ko. And when I heard God's voice, parang yun nga, I was now unstoppable. Parang, eto na. Tapos, lahat na lang bigla ako nagkakaroon ng ideas. Alam mo yun, parang things started to fall into place. Hindi naman siya yung talagang sinaserve ni Lord on a silver platter. Marami pa rin challenges na Pero yun nga, when I heard God's voice, okay, write again. That's it. That's it. It blessed my life entirely. It blessed my life. And kung tutusin, wala pa rin akong trabaho. Wala pa rin akong negosyo. Pero nakakatawa kasi during yung early part of the year, nung nawalan akong trabaho, nagkaroon ako ng trabaho. May tumawag sa akin, binigyan ako ng trabaho. Yung nawala akong negosyo, may tumawag sa akin, binigyan ako ng negosyo. Yung mga gano'n, parang may ginagawa si Lord at I cannot deny that, okay, the Lord wants me to do something. Follow ko na siya. So, kaya, isa sa mga ginagawa ko ngayon, nagsusulat at nagtuturo ng mga tao paano makasulat para sa Panginoon.
Beautiful. My takeaway from this conversation, Coach Edwin, on the power of writing our stories is that, tama, you were rock bottom, but that was the time that you got to hear the Lord speaking to you to continue writing. It gave you life, and because of that, now you're giving life to others. So maraming salamat, Coach Edwin, for this encouragement. To those of you who have joined us in the conversation, let us know what are your thoughts, your takeaways, and yun po ang prayer namin sa inyo at hope namin ni Coach Edwin. Yes, you rediscover kung gaano ka-powerful ang storya ninyo and start writing it because it will give you life and you'll be able to give life to others as well, just like Coach Edwin Marcelo. Amazing. Thank you so much, Coach Edwin. Thank you everyone for joining us. And yes, as we bring this to close, Coach Edwin, maraming salamat, not just by you saying, but as you continue to write books, for people, iba-ibang purpose, iba-ibang topic. These are all majority available sa anong publication, Coach Edwin?
Yung tatlo, yung sa St. Paul. So,
yes, St. Paul publication.
Actually, hindi. Kasama din yung Miracle of Gratitude na sa St. Paul din yan. Shepherd's Voice, website ng Shepherd's Voice. Makikita rin sa Lazada and sa Shopee.
Yes, amazing. And of course, if you want to connect with Coach Edwin, letting you know na ang kanya pong Facebook page ay, ayan, Edwin J. Marcelo. At ayan, to know more details about the upcoming intensive at workshop that he has, yung mga books niya, and that, ayan, ito po yung Facebook page as well.
Yes.
So, Coach Edwin, I'm looking forward to continue this collaboration, and definitely marami pa tayong mga blessed na mga InspirePreneurs, people who are into personal development, people who are into content creation, creative entrepreneurship. And to those of you who wants to connect with me as well, feel free to connect with me at Coach JC Libiran at gmail.com. Yan po ang email ko. At zap.bio/Coach JC. Looking forward no na makasama pa natin sila sa mga darating na araw po, no? Most especially we continue our week-long celebration of our story, no? Our story matters, no? So up next, no, we will be having, after ng writing, sharing and speaking naman our stories, no? Pahapyaw, may binanggit na si Coach Edwin kanina, pero iba rin talaga kapag mas lalo pa natin pinag-usapan yan. And excited ako to have our next special resource person, no? Today, blessed na blessed tayo, and I hope that you can tag your friends and share this Facebook Live. We're encouraging you as well to register for our upcoming webinar. Ayan, Our Story Matters, no? Ito po ang QR code, so feel free to look for it. Ito, let me put again the link. Ito. We adjusted it already. It's Our Story. Ayan, Our Story Matters. Let me put it again. Ayan. So if you want to be part of it, bit.ly/Our Story Matters Webinar 1. Kaya nilagay yan, Coach Edwin, kasi it's a schedule, and possibly there are some people from another part of the world, no? Kaya possibly baka magkaroon ng another time zone, pero in the meantime, eto muna po. So register, scan yung QR code, and again, share, no, this Facebook Live, share about what we're doing so that we can add value to other people. Maraming salamat. This has been Coach JC Libiran together with Coach Edwin Marcelo para sa usapang, the power of writing our stories. God bless everyone. Thank you, Coach Edwin.
God bless. Thank you,
Yes.
Coach JC. God bless. God
Salamat
bless.
po.
This way, have you ever been betrayed? Labeled words you just can't say. Suffered silently, wanting to be erased. There's a reason to believe again when faith is nowhere to be found. Try to find the strength to try again and stand on solid ground. You keep searching for a hero. You just want to find a friend. You just want to make a difference. Bring this battle to an end. All the words can make you stronger.